A disability is something that has a major impact on your life.
Every disability is different.
And it's never the same thing for two people. I am blind in my right eye totally, and partially sighted in my left eye.
I was 18 years old. We were traveling way too fast on a gravel road. Broke my neck, my back.
My Asperger's syndrome and my cerebral palsy.
I have anxiety and depression. People would have no idea just talking to me.
Being independent means different things to different people.
I want to live in my own house. I want to pay my own bills.
Live independently and not rely on other people.
When someone is not able to live as independently as they can, it does have a detrimental effect on people's physical and mental well-being.
It's no complicated thing. It's just that people with disabilities want to be included.
Plenty of people get stuck in ruts when they feel like they can't overcome something in their life. That's where LIFTT comes in.
Living independently for today and tomorrow. LIFTT. We help people of all ages and all types of disabilities find the resources or acquire the skills to live as independently as possible.
We serve the southeastern 18 counties here at the Billings office. We have a variety of things that we offer. We can help with grant funding for adaptive equipment.
Maybe a home modification so they're able to access their home. We help people to find that funding.
Helping people apply for Social Security benefits.
Medicaid, Medicare, housing.
They have a peer support group. Peer support, I think, is key.
Sharing life experiences is one of the most powerful things to help people who might be new to disability, who might be struggling with their disability.
Youth transitions is kids that are transitioning out of high school. They need to learn those adulting skills. It might be rent an apartment, learn how to grocery shop, budgeting.
Help someone advocate for themselves in a school or an employment setting. One of our biggest strengths is providing folks with information and referral. If we can't help you, we hope to know who can.
A lot of times we'll have a potential consumer call in and they think that they just have one need, and it turns out that we end up finding 3 or 4 things we can actually do for them.
You can just come in and say, hey, I feel like I have this going on. Can you help me? And we can, which is so cool to me. I love that.
Most of us on staff at LIFTT have identified ourselves as having one or more disabilities. That is helpful in many cases.
It's easier to empathize with someone when you yourself have struggled with a disability.
This is what we specialize in. This is who we are, and this is what we do.
And it costs nothing to go to LIFTT. It's a nonprofit organization and they're there to help.
Somebody that was a consumer that was working with LIFTT was asked to do an art project. He visualized that the balloon helps to lift people up. And then it became the logo, and it's stuck.
There's been success on all kinds of levels.
It's really rewarding to have a consumer go, hey, I was able to do this by myself today.
We want people to live their best life as independent as possible.
Live as everyone else in society and live as a part of society, not apart from society.
Everybody needs help. Sometimes you just need a little more help, and that's okay. That's absolutely okay.
There's plenty of life to live still, and there's a way you can do it. Keep chipping away at it, little by little by little.
Knowledge is power. Let's share it, for crying out loud.
Send us an email, give us a call. We'll do our best to help.
We can definitely help figure out what your needs are and get started on that. We're one of many steps in the path to independence, and we're happy to be serving people here in the community. Hello, and welcome to Living Well in Montana. Living Well in Montana is a program provided to you by LIFTT, Living Independently for Today and Tomorrow. LIFTT is a center for independent living that services 18 southeastern counties here in Montana, and it is our mission to empower people living with disabilities and the aging population to live healthy, happy, and independent lives. My name is Tanya Thomas. I am LIFTT's Peer Program Coordinator, and I'll be your host for today. In the studio today with me, I have Rachial Combs, who is LIFTT's Community Health Worker, an IL Specialist, and one of our newest LWC Facilitators. And we also have with us Alex Meyers. Alex is one of our recent participants and graduate of the LWC workshop. The big topic today is our LWC workshop because we do have another workshop session coming up, I believe, starting September 4th.
Yep.
Welcome to the show, ladies. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. So, Rachial, I know I've sat in that seat and I've talked about facilitation of the workshop since you are a new facilitator. Can you tell us again and remind the viewers what LWC workshop is and why it might be important for the people who attend and participate?
So LWC is a 10-week course, and each week we have class that is going to be 2 hours long. We're having them on Thursday, this session from 4 to 6 p.m. But in each session we discuss important topics like how to set a goal and how the goal should be measured and stuff like that. And then also we go over healthy communication skills, how to get over roadblocks, healthy responses, and we go over advocacy, and we go over healthy eating, and we go over exercise. And overall in the course, even as a facilitator, I feel like I'm still a student, and each student even has something to teach us. And it's an overall respectful environment, and a lot of the time we actually do have quite a bit of fun, and some of the discussions take us to really good and enlightened places. And how it positively impacts at least my life. I can't say for the participants, for my life, it's honestly, I learn something new every time I go over the material. I take another good thing away, and then I get to build on some positive goals in my life and some good habits.
I love it. That's wonderful. Now, Alex, you just recently graduated.
Yeah.
How does the workshop feel? Rachial said it's a 10 to 11 week workshop. Mm-hmm. How was it committing? How did it feel? Did you have any expectations for the workshop prior, or any prior knowledge of kind of what the workshop would be, or was this a brand new?
I didn't really have any expectations. I was just curious to see if there was any new information that I didn't already know that I could possibly relate to. It wasn't too bad committing for myself. I was kind of sad when it ended because it was something to look forward to every week, but I really enjoyed it.
Was there anything that that maybe stood out to you, or maybe particular sections of the curriculum that really meant a lot to you, that were really important?
Yeah, I think my favorite and most important section in the workshop for me was about advocacy. As a young disabled person, it's really important to me to be able to live the best that I can, and independently, and be able to know how to accommodate my own needs, learning how to ask for help, and being able to communicate those needs as well. I think it gave a lot of good information.
I love that. Did you have a particular favorite moment or favorite times in participating with everyone that you can recall?
I liked that I was comfortable in the group that we had. It wasn't really too overwhelming, and it was nice to just kind of be able to not feel pressured to jump in and talk if I didn't want to, or I felt pretty open. It was calm and cool.
I love that. So you weren't overwhelmed by anything you got?
Yeah, not at all.
How was it Did you find camaraderie in sitting with other people who came to class and participated with you? Did you find some some camaraderie with them and learning from their experiences too?
Yeah, I liked to hear, you know, their input. It was nice to know that I was like around people that understood some of my struggles and my wants to, you know, get better, learn how to be better, essentially. Yeah.
How did it feel reaching graduation and knowing that you'd made the commitment, you'd shown up, you'd done the work? How did graduation feel?
It was really nice. At first, I was unsure of what it would look like, but it was nice to be around everyone that was so supportive, and to be celebrated for something that sometimes, you know, I don't feel like I can give myself credit for. But everyone was really awesome, and yeah, so I was able to be proud of myself.
Well, we're proud of you too. We think you did a wonderful job.
Did amazing.
You
So
did.
did Remmi.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Remmi, she graduated with you too.
She did, yeah.
I love it. I love it. What advice would you give to another consumer or somebody that is new to the workshop now that you've been through it? What advice would you give if they were maybe hesitant to participate or weren't sure if they wanted to join in?
I would definitely encourage them to at least give it a shot. Go to a couple weeks, see how they feel about it. I think there's a lot of good information. Sorry. I would definitely encourage them to do so. I think there's a lot in there that, like I learned, and like Rachial said, she learned going over the material again. Yeah, I think it would be beneficial.
I love it. Thank you so much, Alex. You feel free to chime in anytime you want while we're, you know, if you have any thoughts. Would you, before I cut back to Rachial, Alex, what if there was anything new or more or different for the workshop, what do you think you'd like to see?
The only thing that really comes to mind is like maybe incorporating more of each person's personal like SMART goals that we go over. I know that's like very individual based, so it's kind of hard to do, but I think maybe more of an integration in that part would be good.
I love it. I love your ideas. Participant input is always valued so much. I've facilitated for many years, and I love having our new facilitators in here now. Rachial, who's here today with us, and Barb and Teresa, who aren't, but I love the new ideas you ladies have. I love what you're doing with the participants, and the creativity around here is phenomenal. So I'm super excited. Rachial, what do you think? How did this session go?
So it went, I think, very well for especially like my first session. Just some things weren't as expected, if that makes sense. Like sometimes the discussions got away from us, and that's normal. That happens with a bunch of people, especially if you have like things to say and things to talk about, and it's totally okay. But I actually had a follow-up question, like checking on your SMART goals. Like, what do you, can you expand on that? Like do you want us to like more one-on-one, like make an appointment with you guys and like say like instead of like asking what your overall progress
or
was?
as like a class, do you want to hear more about the progress of everyone's goals that they're working through? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, my just that like it was nice that the facilitators did check in a bit, well, a good amount, like throughout the whole 10 weeks, 11 weeks. But I don't know, like some way to more so incorporate.
No, we love it. We love ideas. We're always, that's the beauty of facilitation, is that not only do you learn and grow, so do we as people who are guiding you through these things. So we love it.
Sorry for putting you on the spot.
Oh, no,
I was just curious.
You're okay.
No, it's great. That's a great follow-up question. Rachial, what are your thoughts? What do you got planned for this next session coming up here shortly?
This next session coming up here shortly. So with the first one, we were like kind of more easy on like the homework and like the toolkit assignments. Teresa, I, and Barb have decided that we're gonna actually have them do the assignments. They won't be graded or anything, but that way they actually like put in the work and can see it in like paper form versus just thinking about it and see if there's any changes, any extra progress made. I teach instructing outside of LIFTT as a swim instructor, and I know when people do their homework, there are great improvements, so I'm excited to see that.
So tangible
Yeah.
work for next session. And now 10 weeks is a lot of commitment, as Alex and I talked about. What are there incentives for participating? What are your hopes for recruiting people and getting them in the door and participating? What are your goals for that?
So we're hoping for at least 10 people for this class, and we are doing like a raffle at the end. So for each class you come to, you're going to get a ticket with your name into the raffle. So at the end there's going to be this big raffle prize where all 3 of us facilitators are putting in select prizes based off of what we have gotten to know everyone in the class throughout the class.
Oh, I think that's a brilliant idea. See what I mean about creativity? I love that you ladies think outside of the box. Your facilitation is wonderful. It was wonderful to watch you this session, and I'm super excited to see what you guys bring in these future classes. Now, what does one have to do to qualify for LWC? How do they register? What are those kind of?
So for our class at LIFTT, you just have to become a consumer at LIFTT. So you just call LIFTT to make an appointment, and you would complete the consumer application. And then we would put your name on the registration at the front desk at LIFTT. But if you're already a consumer, you just need to call LIFTT. Either you can call your IL specialist, or you can just call the general number and talk to Jodine and register for the class.
I love it. So, since I've spoken with Alex about her experience with this first class session, Rachial, what about you as a facilitator? Did you, what was your expectation to how things really were for this first workshop?
I thought every time I taught that things were going to be really easy, just because I knew the information and because it was in what I viewed it as very simple information. But then when I got actually to teaching it, like, I understood the complications of this information. Like, you want to make sure that people like absorb it and can attain that and truly use it in real life instances. Or like, I didn't call for like days that like I was not feeling 100%, and thank God I had other facilitators to kind of like help me out and be that additional 20 or 50 or 30% to like just be that support. And like, honestly, LWC class, you do end up building connections, even like as the participants, and participant to facilitator, facilitator to facilitator. It's like you become a team, like a little community, and you lift each other up.
I love it. And that's so important. And I know there are other facilitators that do facilitate on their own. I love that we are teaching in a group or teaching at least in pairs. I think it really does. It allows for, us to hop in and cover something maybe somebody else didn't, or just allow for that little break and, to take over. I think it's wonderful the way that the new facilitators are doing this. I really love what you guys are doing. Did you have any particular challenges? Any particular favorite moments? Anything like that you want to share?
So one of my biggest challenges is that I like to be very mission oriented. Those like little bunny trails that people get off on sometimes is a little hard because I get distracted too and I want to join, but then we have a time limit for all of this information and I don't want to get us behind, so I had to be a little more strict during the course. at times, and then at times I went down the bunny trail with them and we got lost.
It has happened. Did you have any favorite moments?
A lot of my favorite moments were during the bunny trails.
That's perfect. I love that. I love it. What do you see for the future of this workshop? Not just in this next upcoming session, but maybe in 2026. What do you see for the future?
I see it like catching on and possibly getting bigger, teaching multiple sessions, like at a time possibly. I really think it's a very valuable thing, especially to like younger generations or older generations. Like, it's very valuable to everybody, and it might be information that you know that you just haven't put into practice before, and being in a class just gives you the accountability to put it into practice.
And it's perfect. I love that. I think it's super important that I think a lot of times I don't know if you feel the same way, Rachial, but I feel like a lot of times we have consumers that just don't, if this sounds funny, they don't know what they don't know. Maybe they don't know what kind of assistance they need, or maybe they don't know, they're having trouble identifying goals.
Yeah.
And it's such a valuable tool, and it's such extensive information. It's a wonderful tool, and I'm super privileged to have been able to facilitate and still continue to help you guys. I love it. Do you see any I don't even change in, I know you'd like to see obviously more students in each workshop session. Do you see any change for the way you facilitate or how you guys would like to do things going forward?
I think being an LWC facilitator, fortunately that we're very fortunate to have the ability to be creative and to change things up and to be able to add things and take away things. Like, I even added the color wheel of emotions, and we got to color our own. And when we went to the LWC rendezvous, like, I actually got to talk about it with other facilitators from around Montana, which was really cool. Like, I know I'm a new person, but it's really nice to hear that my creativity is like valued and encouraged. So I don't know, just coming across more stuff like that, and possibly changing the curriculum just to help more people on their one-to-one basis, and yeah, and get to know your participants better, and maybe even making separate appointments outside of class to help them with their specific needs.
I love it. Alex, does this participation in this workshop, does it make you want to come back for more other events, activities, workshops that LIFTT has going on?
Absolutely. That was one of the first things that I asked about, was the other workshops or things that would be offered. I definitely want to come back, and I think, there's still a lot that I could learn, and it's nice to be around.
I love it.
You guys, yeah.
We're super happy to have you. Rachial, what do you have going on besides LWC? Do you have anything like it?
What do you mean?
I know we have community living skills coming up too.
Yes, we have community living skills coming up this winter.
Now, what does that entail, community living skills?
So community living skills, from my understanding, is kind of like adulting classes. Like, they have a budgeting portion and like how to do specific things like that.
Healthy relationships.
Yes. They like just go further in depth.
Right. So that would mean maybe they would get to cater their class a little bit more to individual life skill.
Yep, and the specifics that individual's needing.
I love it. I think it's phenomenal. So if somebody wants to learn a little bit more about LIFTT, what would they do?
They can go ahead and just call. There's people answering the phone all over the building, and everyone's super friendly.
Phone's ringing all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody's really friendly. That's great. I love it. Alex, did you have anything else that you wanted to contribute?
Not really. I did feel really nice about the fact that everyone was so like caring towards Remmi, and like respectful and loving on her and stuff, and to have her actually be like represented in like our participation, not just like me. it was really nice.
Hey, she showed up with you. She was at every session, and we were super happy.
And half the time, I swear she was listening.
And it was,
She knows.
it was really hard to be, you know, we all know we're from the disabilities information background, so we understand that we're not supposed to bother her while she's working. And let me tell you, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really hard because you just want to pet her.
She's got that
She
cute
doesn't
face.
exist. She doesn't exist.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry.
She
I love it.
knows.
What time is it?
3.
Nope.
It is.
Clock.
Oh. It's 3 minutes.
All right. So now we also have a LIFTT website. If you want to reach us there, you can go to www.liftt.org. We also have a fantastic app. You can go to whatever phone provider you have, the Apple Store or the Play Store, and grab your app. You can keep up with us that way. We also do a quarterly newsletter. Is it quarterly? Every other month? We do a newsletter. You can keep up with us like that. We have a Facebook page. There is all sorts of ways you can keep up with us. Ladies, I want to thank you so much for coming. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap it up today?
We also have that self-intake process. If you're a little bit shy, you can fill that out and we'll reach out to you.
Rachel's right. Yes. Since you're a consumer, we do have to do an intake process with you to get you started. But if you want to try to do that intake online, let us know and we can absolutely make that happen. I love it. Anything else we want to cover before we go?
I think that's
No?
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you for joining me in the studio today. I am super excited. Oh, class dates. When are the next class date and times?
September 4th. It's a Thursday, and it's going to be from 4 o'clock to 6 p.m., and that's the orientation day. And then week 1 will be the following week. And I believe it goes to November 13th. Yeah.
I think so. I think November 13th.
And the graduation this time, we're going to do a small get-together where we're doing a Friendsgiving.
Oh, I love that. So there's going to be
That's cool.
dinner and what'd you say, a little raffle for the people that have participated?
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. I love it. Thank you for your creativity. Thank you for your learning and guiding. And Alex, thank you so much for, I'm glad you had a wonderful experience. And we're happy to see you back in some more classes. Thank you for coming today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, viewers, and we'll see you next time on Living Well in Montana.